sovereignty of the parliament. Sovereignty. ये हमारा टॉपिक, सॉवर्जिनिटी ऑफ पार्लियामेंट। देखिए, सॉवर्जिनिटी ऑफ पार्लियामेंट में सबसे मेन क्या होगा कि कोई भी पार्लियामेंट जो है वो सॉवर्जिन है। सॉवर्जिनिटी का कॉन्सेप्ट ऑस्टिन ने दिया था, लेकिन प्योरलिस्ट ने ये कहा कि सॉवर्जिनिटी किसी एक पर्सन में नहीं है, बल्कि ये हर पर्सन में सॉवर्जिनिटी है। एक पर्सन जब वोट देता है तो वोट जिसको दिया, रिप्रेजेंटेटिव चुना, तो उसकी सारी ताकत उसके पास चली गई। तो फैमिली यानी मैन से सॉवर्जिनिटी का कॉन्सेप्ट शुरू होता है, फिर फैमिली में आता है, फैमिली से कम्युनिटी में आता है, कम्युनिटी से स्टेट में आता है, डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, डिस्ट्रिक्ट से स्टेट में, और स्टेट से पूरे कंट्री में। तो सॉवर्जिन कौन हुआ? सीएम। सीएम के बाद सॉवर्जिन कौन हुआ? पीएम, जो सब पर अधिकार करता है। और इनको बनाने वाला कौन है? उधर लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली का विधायक और इधर पार्लियामेंट का मेंबर, यही पीएम और सीएम बनाते हैं। तो सॉवर्जिनिटी का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है वो ये है कि जो अपनी संप्रभुता की रक्षा करे, मतलब स्वयं जो उसके राइट्स हैं वो सारे मेंटेन हो, यही सॉवर्जिन। इस पर क्वेश्चन आया 1947 से पहले इंडिया एक सॉवर्जिन स्टेट था या नहीं था? तो नहीं था, क्योंकि अंग्रेजों के ऑर्डर उस समय हम फॉलो कर रहे थे, हमारी सरकार नहीं थी, हम पर शासन दूसरे लोग कर रहे थे। तो जब हम पर शासन किसी और कम्युनिटीज के द्वारा किया जाए तो वो सॉवर्जिन कभी नहीं होगा। जस्ट लाइक कॉलोनियलिज्म, इम्पीरियलिज्म, ये नहीं सॉवर्जिन वाले शासन कहलाएंगे। तो डेमोक्रेसी सॉवर्जिन का सबसे बड़ा एग्जाम्पल है। अब लिखिए जरा, ये फाइन बैलेंस हैज बीन स्ट्रक, ये फाइन बैलेंस हैज बीन स्ट्रक बिटवीन पार्लियामेंट, ये फाइन बैलेंस हैज बीन स्ट्रक बिटवीन पार्लियामेंट, sovereignty and judicial supremacy, sovereignty and judicial supremacy by Indian Constitution, by Indian Constitution, by Indian Constitution। दूसरा पॉइंट, द सुप्रीम कोर्ट इज वेस्टेड बाय आर्टिकल 13, vested by article 13, 32, 13, 32 and 136, 13, 32 and 136 with the power of judicial review, with the power of judicial review, by its power of judicial review, by its power of judicial review, it can strike down, it can strike down any parliamentary law, any parliamentary law as unconstitutional, any parliamentary law as unconstitutional, as unconstitutional. Next, on the other hand, the parliament being representative, on the other hand, the parliament being the representative of the people, representative of the people, bill has the authority to make, people, bill has the authority to make laws, and it can also, laws and it can also amend the major part of the constitution, amend the major part of the constitution through its power under article 368, through its power under article 368, power under article 368, under article 368। अब आएगा सिंगल कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, सिंगल कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस, सिंगल कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस, ये आ गया। देयर आर नो सेपरेट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फॉर द स्टेट, देयर आर नो सेपरेट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फॉर द स्टेट, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फॉर द स्टेट। ठीक है, फिर दूसरा पॉइंट, इन ए ट्रू फेडरेशन, in a true federation there are separate constitution, there are separate constitution for the union and the state, for the union and the state। अगला पॉइंट, सेंटर कंट्रोल ओवर स्टेट, नेक्स्ट होगा सेंटर कंट्रोल ओवर स्टेट, सेंटर कंट्रोल ओवर स्टेट। The state have to respect the laws, have to respect the laws made by central government, made by central government, and cannot make any law, make any law on matter on, any law and matter on which there is already a central law, which there is already a central law। Next point, Rajya Sabha does not represent the state, Rajya Sabha does not represent the state। Equality in a true federation, equality in a true federation, the upper house of the legislature, house of the legislature has equal representation, has equal representation from the constituting unit of the state, from the constituting unit of the state, constituting unit of the state, constituting unit of the state। फिर आता है यूनिट ऑफ एडल्ट सफ्रेज, एडल्ट एडल्ट सफ्रेज, एडल्ट सफ्रेज, ये लो एडल्ट सफ्रेज। अंडर द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूट एवरी पर्सन, अंडर द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एवरी पर्सन, इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एवरी पर्सन who is a citizen of India, who is a citizen of India and who has attained the, and who has attained the age of 18 years is entitled to vote in parliamentary, is entitled to vote in parliamentary and state legislature assembly, legislature assembly, election for electing, election for electing representation, electing representation। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट लिखो, देयर इज नो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, देयर इज नो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन in this respect on ground, in this respect on ground of sex, caste, religion and property, religion property। फिर आएगा सिंगल सिटीजनशिप, सिंगल सिटीजनशिप, सिंगल सिटीजनशिप, इसमें आओ। दो द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, दो द Constitution of India is federal. India is federal and provide for dual polity center and state. Dual polity center and state. It provide for single citizenship for the whole of India. The American Constitution provide for dual citizenship. The citizenship of America and state citizenship. America and state citizenship. अगला लिखो. Next point. On the other hand, there is only one citizenship of India. On the other hand, there is only one citizenship in India. The citizenship of India. There is no state citizenship. Every Indian is a citizen of India. Every Indian in a citizenship of India and enjoy the same right of citizenship. Same rights of citizenship. In what state he resides. In what state he resides. अब लिखो जुडिशियल रिव्यू. जुडिशियल रिव्यू इस पे आ जाओ. The concept of judicial review is a essential feature. Judicial review is an essential feature of the constitution that help the constitution to work properly. Next, the judiciary is considered to be the guardian. The judiciary is considered to be the guardian of the constitution. That it is the duty of the judiciary to check the action that are violative of various articles. In the constitution. Article in the constitution. The action of various organ of the government. Like executive and legislature. Can be questioned by judiciary. Using judicial review. अगला लिखो बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ डॉक्ट्रिन. Basic structure of doctrine. The basic structure doctrine is an Indian judicial norms. The basic structure doctrine is an Indian judicial norms. That the Constitution of India has certain basic feature has certain basic feature that cannot be changed or destroyed through amendment by parliament. Through amendment by parliament. The basic feature of constitution have not been openly feature of constitution have not been openly defined by judiciary. Defined by judiciary. Next point. At least 20 features have been described. 20 features have been described as basic or essential by the court in numerous cases have been incorporated. Cases have been incorporated in the basic structure. In the basic structure. Basic structure. Next, in Indira Gandhi versus Raj Narayan case. In Indira Gandhi versus Raj Narayan case. And also in the Minerva Mills. And also in the Minerva Mills case. It was witnessed that the claim of any particular feature of the constitutions to be a basic feature would be determined by the court in each case. That comes before it. Each case that comes before it. अगला लिखिए amendability of the constitution. Amendability of the constitutions. Amendability of the constitutions. An amendment of constitution can be initiated. An amendment of constitution can be initiated only by introduction of a bill. Only by introduction of a bill for the purpose in either house. Of parliament and not in the state legislature. Next point. The bill can be introduced either by minister. Or by a private member. And does not require prior permission from the president. There are three ways which the constitution can be amended. Next, amendment by simple majority of the parliament. Amendment by simple majority of the parliament. Amendment by special majority of the parliament. amendment by a special majority of the parliament. A special majority of the parliament. Next, amend by a special majority of parliament. Amendment by a special majority of parliament and the ratification at least half. Ratification at least half of the state legislature. Of the state legislature. फिर आएगा emergency provisions. Emergency provisions. Emergency provision. इसको लिखो. India Constitution contain elaborate provision to deal with those challenges. To deal with those challenges that pose a threat, threat, threat to the country security and unity. To the country security and unity. Security and unity. Security and unity. Next point. The President can declare three types of emergencies. The President can declare three types of emergencies. Three types of emergencies. National Article 352, State Article 356, State Article 356, and Financial Article 360, and Financial Article 360, Article 360. Emergency in a state. Emergency in a state. अब आएगा थ्री टीयर गवर्नमेंट. थ्री टीयर गवर्नमेंट. थ्री टीयर गवर्नमेंट. थ्री टीयर गवर्नमेंट. इस पे आओ. थ्रू 73 and 74 Amendment Act. Through 73 and 74 Amendment Act. We have rural and urban local. Rural and urban local bodies as an additional. Bodies as an additional constitutional tier of government structure. Constitutional tier of government structure. Government structure. Next point. This section fulfill the dream. This section fulfill the dream of Gandhiji. This section fulfill the dream of Gandhiji to see a self-function. To see a self-function village in India. Self-function village in India. Self-function village in India. अब आएगा इंडिपेंडेंट बॉडीज. नेक्स्ट, इंडिपेंडेंट बॉडीज. इंडिपेंडेंट बॉडीज ये आएगा. Constitution has set up various independent bodies. Set up various independent bodies and vested them with power to ensure with power to ensure the constitutional provision there are the constitutional provision there are। पहला पॉइंट होगा इलेक्शन कमीशन। फर्स्ट पॉइंट लिखो इलेक्शन कमीशन। इलेक्शन कमीशन इलेक्शन कमीशन द इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया द इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया is an autonomous constitutional authority responsible for administering union and state election process in India the body administration election to the Lok Sabha the body administration election to the Lok Sabha Rajya Sabha state legislature या state legislative assembly in India and the offices of president and vice president in country vice president in country। अब अगला लिखिए कंट्रोलर एंड ऑडिटर जनरल कंट्रोलर एंड ऑडिटर जनरल चलो लिखो कंट्रोलर एंड ऑडिटर जनरल CAG it is a constitutional functionary independent of parliamentary legislature and executive full stop। Next, the CAG is responsible for audit of ministries and department of government of India and the state government UPSC and SPSC UPSC and SPSC। The Commission of India has made the Union Public Service Commission UPSC and State Public Service Commission SPSC advisory institution that provide advice on the subject sent to it by President of India or by the governance of state respectively UPSC the central recruitment agency in India and SPSC is the state recruitment agency। हो गया। अगला पॉइंट these institutions have been provided with security of tenure with security of tenure, fixed service condition, fixed service condition, to ensure that they are not, to ensure that they are not susceptible, susceptible, susceptible to the whims, whims, whims of either the legislature or educative, the legislature or executive, legislature or executive, unitary feature of Indian constitutions, unitary feature of Indian constitutions, unitary feature of Indian constitution. India is a federal government. India is a federal government, but it more emphasis toward a unitary system of government, a unitary system of government. It is sometimes considered a quasi federal system, as it has feature of both, federal and unitary system, फेडरल एंड यूनिटरी सिस्टम। अब आएगा आर्टिकल फर्स्ट, आर्टिकल फर्स्ट, इस पे आर्टिकल फर्स्ट, आर्टिकल फर्स्ट ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, इंडिया दैट इज भारत, इंडिया दैट इज भारत shall be a union of state, shall be a union of state. The word federation is not, the word federation is not mentioned in the constitution, mentioned in the constitution, mentioned in the constitutions. हो गया। नेक्स्ट, 7th शेड्यूल ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, 7th शेड्यूल ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन contain 3 list of subject, contain 3 list of subject cluster. These subjects show how the division, these subject show how the division of power, so how the division of power is made between the two set of government, is made between the two set of government। ठीक है, ये क्लोज। अब इकोनॉमी,